Highway 4, I think is what it's called. I don't know. So that's the plan. We are running out of time though to get to the track. We'll see. When they say race week is the ultimate test of man and machine, yes it is. You end up on conditions that you never expect, like crappy dirt roads and some crazy stuff. Trying to video and drive, sorry. But Retro's leading this one so that way it doesn't get as much dirt sucked into it because it doesn't have as good a filtering system as mine does. So. Checkpoint number 1, the center of the country, I think is what it's called. Gas stop number 2, we've caught up with a lot of people. We should make it to checkpoint 2 by like 1 o'clock, so that's good. So got some miles under us, that's good. We are on our way to checkpoint number 2 as I mentioned, but right down the road from the gas station we are stuck because there's lots of road work out here, so we've ran into it the whole way, but we're stuck in this right now, and some people were saying earlier that they sat here an hour. I didn't know that until just a few minutes ago, so we're all just kind of waiting. The hurry up and wait game, but that's okay. We are here at checkpoint number 2 at Anything Auto. They have food and drinks and all kinds of cool stuff out here. We came here a couple years ago and visited. He's got an awesome salvage yard, junkyard, whatever you want to call it. It's awesome, whatever it is. So I'm gonna pull over there and change my oil and work on a few things before we head to the track. But it's a really cool place and they're really awesome people.
I look for it. But just put a new one on, like use new one.
That's got yeah. So this thing.
This, yes. I'm thinking we're gonna get by.
Gonna get by with it? Okay.
I'm thinking.
Do you need Loctite?
It would be good, yeah. If you have some.
I don't know if we got any out of it, but we can damn sure go get some.
Okay, can you see, is there any way you can see your fish
You
that?
want me to tell you what's going on? Let me come over here. Okay, so basically we were going down the road and I was noticing that there was this whining sound getting louder and louder, and I was like, that's gotta be the gear drive. But we pull over and at idle it sounds okay, but you rev it up and it whines really bad. So we made it to our second checkpoint, which happened to be some friends of ours. We pulled in their shop and we started tearing apart, and I changed the oil and started again just to make sure that wasn't it because my oil was breaking down. And the gear drive, we were super concerned that was the problem, but we got the timing cover pulled off. We're looking and it looks like the bolt on the idler backed out and the gears aren't hurt right now. So we caught it in time, we think. So fingers crossed. We're searching for a timing chain set just in case, but we think that this is going to be usable. We're going to bolt it back up, Loctite it, and we're about 10 minutes from the track. So we will have time to make a pass and everything's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But it's a lot of work and a little bit of time. Okay, so we have Lifesaver Shayla Ehrlich here. We got to stop, well, we stopped at their shop for the second checkpoint, and they were nice enough and they had food and everything, but then they're a real lifesaver because they've been helping let us be in their shop and tear the car apart, and Shayla has all the leads on where we could get a brass thrust washer. So basically what happened with the gear drive is it worked its way loose. The vibration and the harmonics made the bolts come loose, and so the idler gear in the middle started to try to walk its way between the cam and the crank gear. So we caught it early enough that the gears seemed like they're going to be okay to make it through the week, but we broke one of the brass thrust washers into 4 pieces. So we are currently on our way to try to find a brass thrust washer at, what's it called? Can-Equip.
Used to be Straub International.
We're gonna go there, and they said they don't have one that's exactly the right size, but we're gonna try work and sand it down and open it up and try to get us by at least till tomorrow. And maybe if we can find a timing chain set then we'll change it there. So the brush is on. We've got 5 hours. So we'll see. Okay guys, new update. It's almost 6 o'clock. We found the bushing, a bushing that'll work. Not actually the one I found. Jake found one that worked better. But we've noticed some wear in the gear itself from it beating on everything. So we think we have 2 timing sets found, which are actually the right ones, 4X. We're not gonna have to change anything. So hopefully there's one 8 minutes from here. If that's the case, we're just gonna get that here, pop it in. We'll probably take an hour to get back together, so that'll put us at 7. We'll have 3 hours to get there, get set up, and make a pass. So time's gonna be close for both of us, but we are on the ups. We're not out. That's a good thing. Okay, so change of plans, a final time. So we are just gonna go back together with the gear drive. There is a little wear, as you can see on the gears. It looks worse than it is. Wow, this video really amplifies it, but we don't have an option. We're out of options. The guy that had the parts doesn't have everything we need, so we are putting it back together as is. We're gonna make a pass, cross our fingers, and maybe we'll find a gear drive along the way that we can put back together. Jake, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts, we gotta hurry and get it together, get the track.
Are we gonna send it?
Yep.
Are we gonna do good?
Yep. 850s.
850s, and you guys are gonna do good?
Hopefully.
The other passes today would have been a waste, right?
Yep.
We're one and done, right?
Yeah, it's too hot.
Okay.
So we're just gonna get there when we get there, when it's cooled off, and hopefully the track's hooking, and go get some good passes.
Sounds good. And then Shay and Brian have been the real champs too. He's been on the phone for I feel like 2 hours hunting parts.
I know every GM parts dealer in Kansas at this point.
He has called literally everyone. They've been the go-to on coming up with LS, year models, and what parts work where. So shout out to you guys. And then shout out to my friends for showing up to see me race, even though we're stuck in a shop. So we'll get to the track soon, hopefully, an hour, maybe. And then Dad and Jake are hustling, and then we'll see. We have 2.5 hours.
We're gonna put this other drain hose in. Good. Do we take it off completely?
Do you already have the drain hose over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the time that this was all going on, by the time we got to the track, we only had like an hour to get passes and get in the staging, or to get everything unloaded in the staging lane. So when we got there, absolutely no video. Sorry that I didn't get that. Sorry if that makes me a bad YouTuber, like somebody said. But once we got there and got everything, like at minimum, it takes 30 minutes to switch everything from street to race, and that is like not being as thorough as I should be time. So once we got to the track, we had about 30 minutes, and then even though the lane, you can race until like 10, they cut the lanes off at like 9:40-ish, I think. And so we really didn't have 2 hours. I thought we did, but it was a little bit less than that. So right after that, you'll see that wasn't a great pass. So we had to turn right back around and get in the staging lane. So for me, there was legitimately no time for an update. So get ready for a couple passes that you'll see next. Sorry for the lack of info in between, but there was no time. We were out of time. Updates, but it was a rough day. So if you would have asked me 5 hours ago, I thought I was out of the race. So I am super happy and thankful to be in the race. So me being slow and having to have some help fixing and all that took away from Dad's time. So as well, so me and him both only got 2 passes. They were back to back. We didn't have time to look at data really or anything like that. So I don't even know if I have the runs on video, but Dad, his first pass, I don't know what happened. I didn't get to watch it. The second pass, he ran like an 8:60 something. So it's about a second slower than he'd like to be. And then on mine, my first pass, I went out and I didn't build boost at the line. I sat on the brake, and probably way too long, but I needed it to work. I was fingers crossed. So I had to launch as an innick, no boost, nothing. And about 2 seconds out, it kicked on, and it was like a freight train. So I had like a 2.1, 60 foot, and then I miled an hour at 157 miles an hour. So, and I ran an 11 something. So it was making power, and it was hauling at the top end, but that 60 got me. And so I thought I fixed it because I found a line that I guess when we hooked up back at the shop, when we were fixing everything, it got into the belt when I made my first pass, and so we thought that was what the issue was. And so since I didn't have any time to really look and fix it, I cut the line, hooked it back up, and slid some wire care glove stuff over it so that way it'd protect it in case it got back in, and the issue still happened. So I think what probably happened is I've got a line switch somewhere in the hectic time of trying to get the car, even to make it to the track. I didn't get to be as thorough as I probably should have, so I'm going to pull some data and check on that and see kind of what I did wrong on that. So yeah, that's it. So like I said, sorry for the lack of updates, but once we got to the track, it was just dead ahead, no time to think about anything, and we only had 1 hour to make 2 passes, so and unpack and all that. So anyways, I'm glad to be in the race. I don't think I'll be a contender for a first, second, or third place this year. I don't think the average will work out with that 11. I turned in an 11:29 today, so like I said, I'm glad to finish the race at this point, because earlier with the gear drive hurt like it was, it didn't look promising. So it's okay, and I'm thankful to have people that helped me find parts and get everything back together and all that. So it's good so far. I had my friends come up. They got to see me run for the first time ever, so that's always fun, getting to introduce somebody to drag racing. So we're gonna get packed up, look at some data, and get some food, and go from there. Look at these.
Looks like a miniature of my shop, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, they're all my favorites. And then this one.
Yeah, get Slova out.
Hey, you said it this time.
It is slow. It's pissing me off.
My car's slower. Okay, so as you guys know, race week is already over at this point, so this video is late getting up. And as I said in this video, it was just super hectic. So from this point till the end of race week, same thing, same story, so hectic. So I tried so hard to get these daily videos up, but at some point I had to prioritize the car and rest, and I just couldn't make it all happen. So starting today, I am going to finish doing one video every day until the end of race week. So back on track. Sorry about the delay, sorry about the lack of footage, but it just got insanely busy. So that's it for now, and I will upload again tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, be happy, go fast, and stay pretty. I will see you guys tomorrow.